Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya SIDDASWARUPANANDA Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya SIDDASWARUPANANDA Paramahamsa. I like to share to you because I don't want to, every day we have classes. In a truer sense, I don't want to be lecturing you, telling you what to do or what not to do. So here today, I'll be sharing to you what we have been doing for so long. It is an experience wherein years back, we met our Gurudev, JAGAD Guru SIDDASWARUP. Relatively speaking, our bodies were so young. Now, when I look back, I remember those years and I see my situation now, it is a great blessing that we came in contact with the confidential friend, the devotee of God, JAGAD Guru SIDDASWARUP. One time, he was telling us a situation wherein everybody, all of us, are in. Can you still remember that last week we were discussing about the jungle of material life, and we're discussing the burning forest? So this body that we have is like a forest, a jungle, and it's burning. Burning with desire, burning with anger, burning with frustration. So he was telling us that when we are very fortunate to come in contact with Lord Krishna, his devotees, the holy names, which is not different from Krishna's love for us, then we are now on the path of getting out of this burning jungle. So when we look at the face of Lord Krishna and our spiritual master, we hear his teachings, we can understand our predicament. It's like this. There's a jungle there, and it's burning. And there's this road being given to us to follow as a guide to get out of this jungle. And when you look back, you see, you experience the heat, the smoke, and in that jungle, there's a lot of living entities who are also afraid to die, running from the fire. The elephants, the rhinoceros, the monkeys, the tigers, the lions, the snakes, and all the centipedes. And if you don't get out of the jungle, you don't follow the path, what will happen? You'll be trampled. Matamakan ka ba? You look back, and then there's someone telling us, follow this path. And this path that we follow is not based upon temporary wisdom, but it's based upon our true nature. So I'll read to you what Lord Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita. He tells us, in this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of mysticism, and one who has achieved this enjoys the self within himself in due course of time. A faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Why is everybody anxious now? And where is it connected? It's connected with this temporary body. And since the foundation of materialism is based upon false bodily identification, based upon ignorance, not based upon science. Science means wisdom. So now everybody's afraid. It's so revealing that everybody's anxious because of what we hear from the media and what is being disseminated. And what is being done now? Words like quarantine. Another word is, what's that word? Lockdown. So everybody's anxious. And what is the anxiety? I have a friend. She was talking to me. She was telling me, what will happen if it's lockdown? How can we survive? There's no more food. There will be chaos. People will be fighting with one another just for a morsel of rice. How can I survive? In her mind, she is now in this cage. So all of us, we're in this jungle. It's a burning jungle. And this body is compared to a forest, a burning forest. We're always anxious. Why is it that it's so ironic? It's COVID, Corona, they're all dead. Sabi ko, my friend is telling me, Kobe Bryant, Corona is already dead. And it's still here, searching for us. So if we are very fortunate to come in contact with the wisdom, Krishna's love, through his devotee, teaching us this science. The science of our true identity, that we're eternally the loving servant of God. If in ignorance our foundation is that our shelter is this body, then we are in for a run wherein we will be always anxious. With this transcendental wisdom of our true identity, coupled with the process of purifying our heart and our mind, then one experience peacefulness. Because, oh, I won't die. I'm so afraid what will happen. So, in our study program, we always reiterate, discuss what we should know and understand. It is our relationship with the Supreme Person, Lord Krishna, who is the cause of all causes, who loves us unconditionally, who is our eternal friend. But because we are so much experiencing the pain of the heat, ano yung heat? When there's fire, you run because you're afraid of the heat. But how can you run when your body, when you, the person, you're burning with lust? What is lust? The desire to find happiness, love in this material world. It is connected with this body, and this body is connected with death. The cause of our anxiety is false bodily identification. And the cause for freedom is understanding our true nature. And not only that, to be able to be situated in our natural, eternal function as eternally the loving servant of God. When you're in a place where it's burning, you cannot really comprehend how you can get relief. You run and run and run away from the heat. But how can you run from the heat, the fire, when you're inside this burning jungle, this burning forest? How is that? With wisdom, transcendental wisdom. We must understand our eternal nature and our eternal function to be loving and serving and experiencing the pleasure of God. Now, in this burning forest, it's very hard. But Krishna is telling us, he's telling us that if we meditate upon our true nature, we follow the process that is based upon this eternal wisdom of our true nature and act upon it, then we'll experience what is peacefulness. So I'll tell you why the foundation is remembering Lord Krishna, remembering the holy names. The reason we are always in anxiety is because we identify falsely with this body, and we are in ignorance. Ignorance, we cannot see, because when it's burning, there's smoke, there's heat, you cannot see. You're always anxious. So as an individual, you should check, am I burning with lust? Am I burning with anger and frustration and anxiety? Why is that? Because my shelter is this temporary body. This is me. And what is connected with this body is birth, death, disease, old age, miseries caused by material nature, miseries caused by the mind. How can I get out of this burning forest? So Lord Krishna tells us, we should not doubt that Krishna will be there to protect us because He loves us unconditionally. I'll read to you Krishna's assurance to us, telling us the importance of how we can become free from this jungle, this burning forest. Now, Osano Pirta, Arjuna, is talking to his best friend Arjuna, who is now his disciple. So everything that we do, everything that we see with our senses is very limited. So if we use this body to achieve perfection under the guidance of Lord Krishna, then we will succeed. Because we will be following the path that will lead us out of this burning jungle. Can you keep track and understand what I'm trying to tell you? That the reason we're always anxious is because we are identifying ourselves with this temporary body. And it's very hard to get out of this jungle, especially this burning jungle. Now, if you want to turn back, you go back, what will you meet? All the elephants, the rhinoceros, the snakes. There's no way out. You go back and run back to the jungle that is burning. So Krishna is telling us about what is eternal knowledge. He tells us, now hear this, O son of Pritha, Arjuna, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. I shall now declare unto you in full knowledge, both phenomenal and nominal, by knowing which there shall not remain nothing further to be known. Out of many thousand among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego all together. These 8 comprise my separated material energies. Beside this inferior nature, O mighty arm Arjuna, there is a superior energy of mind, which are all living entities who are struggling with material nature and are sustaining the universe. Of all that is material and all of that spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both its origin and dissolution. O conqueror of world Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on the thread. O son of Kunti, Arjuna, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun, and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and the ability in man. I am the original fragrance of earth. I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives. And I am the penance of all ascetics. O Partha, know that I am the original seed of all existence, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of powerful men. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is contrary to religious principles, which is not contrary to religious principles. O Lord of the Bharata, Arjuna, all states of being, they be of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature. Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the 3 modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So when we discuss spiritual science, we are discussing about our relationship with God, the Supreme Person. He's giving us this wisdom, this knowledge, how we can get out of this jungle, this burning jungle. And it begins with understanding our true nature. It begins with seeing ourselves as eternally the loving servant of God. Becoming free from this lordship mentality. Meaning, our life should be doing what is pleasing to God. To be able to taste what Lord Chaitanya came here for. Loving service to the Supreme Person. The sweetness of loving God, doing the will of God. Doing our own will, it gives pain. Because we are not in control. What is that pain? It is the burden that we carry in this burning forest. It is the pain of anxiety, fear, uncertainty. It is the fear of no shelter, a fear of loneliness. But Krishna is telling us, you can take shelter of me, the cause of all causes. I am your eternal friend. Become free from this lordship mentality, and I will be there to assist you to purify your heart. If you simply follow the process, this eternal process of devotional service, which is being taught to us, this mystery, this science, can be revealed to us, the teachings of Christianity by Lord Jesus Christ, to enter the word of love, to experience peace in our heart, to be with wisdom, to be able to watch this burning jungle separate from us. The pangs, the pain that is connected with this body is transcended when we chant the holy names of Lord Krishna. Lord Chaitanya is telling us, all of us were anxious for something, where everybody is anxious. Why is this person so anxious about death? Because she wants to live eternally. She wants to experience a deathless experience, not touched by this world of death and pain. But because she identifies herself as the body, how can she transcend? And not only that, the security that she is wanting is based upon just maintaining the body, to be able to have ample supply of rice and eat boiled rice. So she won't die. I will die, I will die, I will die. I need rice, I need rice. What will happen? No more food. We cannot get out of giveaway because there's a lot of checkpoints. What will happen to us? Huh? Why not enter the world that is separate from this anxiety given to us by Lord Chaitanya, our Gurudev Srila Prabhupada? The holy names. Krishna is assuring us, to those who surrender unto me, I'll protect them. You will be protected. Who will protect you? The doctors? Who will protect you? Your parents? We're all burning in this jungle. So get out of this jungle by entering the world that is transcendental. Because Krishna will reveal himself to you. And he's revealing himself to you now. The problem is why can I not see? Why can I not follow this path to become free from this jungle, burning jungle? Because we are so contaminated with this ignorance of false bodily identification. And we are covered by lust and desire, thinking that I am this body and happiness can be found. And shelter can be found, security, by protecting this temporary body and following its dictates. Become free from this ignorance and rest assured, it's not by your own ascending method or by your own power, because Krishna is coming to you. Just like if you want to see yourself, this body, you just put yourself under the sun. Krishna, the holy name, is here. The wisdom that is eternal, connected with your true identity, that will free you from this ignorance and actually give relief. Eternally. Because when one is situated in this transcendental consciousness of transcendental meditation upon doing the will of God and following the spiritual master and be connected with the pleasure of God and His shelter, you are free. You will not be touched by this jungle that is burning. Because you're now secured. That is what is real Christianity. Doing the will of God. If you study the life of Jesus, it is simply connected with taking shelter by doing the will of God, to be experiencing that loving service. We're always anxious because our love now is being directed upon this body, and our eyes, our transcendental eyes, our intelligence has become covered, become free from this covering. Because no matter what you do, running away from death, you cannot run because the body is connected with death. Why worry about corona? Previously, everybody was worried about dengue. My friend, our friend just passed away. Cancer of the lungs. Ken's uncle just passed away. Can't you see? Everybody is dying. So, it's a futile endeavor to live eternally in this body. But if you like to experience birth, death, disease, and knowledge, and experience loneliness, unhappiness, fear, anxiety, frustration, then you go for just doing what everybody else is doing. Head on, face the burning jungle, and head on, fight with those all, with the elephants and the rhinoceros, head on, trampling you to death. Understand? So it's a state of consciousness that Krishna would want us to achieve. A transcendental consciousness that is based upon your true identity, that is transcendental to this temporary world. And an experience of humbleness that yes, I can take shelter of Krishna because He loves me. And that foundation is based upon your humbleness and experiencing God's love. That He loves you even though you don't love Him. He loves you even though you steal what does not belong to you. He remembers you even you don't want to remember Him. He goes by you side by side, waiting. And now, in this time and age, we're given this opportunity to experience this shelter. You understand? So this process, we should be very much appreciative, and in this time, in these turbulent times, in uncertain times, we have shelter, the holy names, Krishna. So let's chant. We must be always focused upon transcendental knowledge that will be the guiding principle in our decision, in our lives, that will make us happy, that will protect us. And that is achieved when we meditate upon the holy names of God. You understand? Lord Jesus Christ, He's successful. When He came here, He's already successful. When He left, He's successful. He wants us to succeed. Our Gurudev wants us to succeed. Krishna wants us to succeed. That's why He's telling us, to those who are constantly devoted unto me, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. If you simply chant, the mind is not that powerful because Krishna is more powerful than the mind. Krishna is the supreme purifier. All you got to do is receive the supreme purifier through the guidance of the spiritual master and apply it in our daily lives. He's just simply asking us, love Krishna. Look at Krishna. The reason we're always anxious, because we're not looking at Krishna. We're looking upon this dead world, and everything we see is about anxiety, diseases, old age, death. Everywhere you go, everybody is struggling for survival. So you ask this question, what kind of existence will I live? Will it be an existence of experiencing what is transcendental, what is sweet, what is peaceful, what is the source of happiness? That you should ask in yourself. Time moves on, the inevitable will come. Meaning, you have to face the reality. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You want to experience peace in your heart, then remember the holy names of Krishna. Because Krishna will reveal Himself to you. Because He loves you and He cares for you. Even though you don't love Him. Even though you don't want to remember Him. If you can appreciate how He loves you, you're in this situation now, wherein you can be receiving Him, embracing Him. But the mind is very strong. For so long, you've been wandering around in this jungle that is burning. One must meditate upon the transcendental knowledge. And what is that transcendental knowledge? It is about your relationship with God. You ask this question in your heart, do I love God? Or my life is based upon selfishness, just doing my own will? If that is the situation, then we're in for a ride in this dead world, in this burning world. You'll be jumping from one suffering to another. You understand who you are? You are not the body. You understand your position. You're eternally the humble, loving servant of God. Your activities should be the activity that is doing the will of God. So I'll sing you a song. Together we sing this song every day. Rest peacefully. And in that state, you can be meditating about your true nature. Okay? Sit, relax. Remember and chant with me. Close your eyes and just watch. Listen to the holy names, to the song. Close your eyes first. Stop what is coming, being bombarded to you, and listen to this transcendental knowledge. This is the foundation. Our Gurudev is giving us this foundation wherein we can always be with transcendental wisdom. Okay?
Close eyes. Close eyes.
Rest peacefully. Sing. Rest peacefully.
Spirit soul.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Everybody sing. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Together again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Honorable Namaste, thank you very much for listening.